Hi, I'm Guido from Watch Angels. It's close to Christmas. As you can see, we have our little Santa here. And to thank all the angels which supported the project right in the beginning, we are really rushing to get the sample of the CB01 ready just before Christmas. And today I would like to show you a bit the components of the watch, also show you the proportions as it looks on the wrist. As you know, it's a 100% Swiss-made watch, made 100% with recycled stainless steel. This is a world first. Watch Angels is a test client of a very big steel manufacturer, and this will actually be the first watch to be made with an entirely new process for recycling steel. So let me maybe show you the different components of the watch. Let's start with the engine. So the movement. This is the Bois des Pras. It's based on a SW300 Celita movement with a small second module at 12 o'clock. That's very particular. There is not many movements like this with a small second at 6 o'clock. And it's a repurposed movement. By this we mean that it comes from an existing stock of movements. It was specially made for a brand who in the end did not really manage to sell a lot of watches, and these movements remain. So with this movement you really have something super special. So this for the movement, nicely decorated with a nice perlage. For what regards the case, here you can see the case. It's machined completely in-house here in our factory in Mendrisio, Switzerland. Also all the components are made in-house. As you can see, it has a nice vertical brush on the side and a circular brush on the front side and over the lugs. There is something particular about this watch. It's a system which was used mostly in the past, but we did it on purpose in order to avoid any very high consuming production of toolings. So the bezel is a second time zone bezel, bidirectional, so it turns both ways, so you can have two time zones on your watch. And instead of being produced like a typical, diver watch, the bezel is fixed by the crown. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a little component behind the crown, and when you screw in the crown, with the pressure of the crown, this component goes backwards and fixes the crown. So it's a nice and easy system and avoids very expensive toolings which use a lot of energy and which are made in Asia if you want to do it at a reasonable cost. And of course we wanted to avoid shipping components all over the world. It's one of the principles of sustainable manufacturing. So if we go then to the back side, we have this compressor water resistant system. So first you have a gasket, then you have the middle plate. These are not finished components yet, by the way. And then you close the case back, you screw it in, and the water resistance now is made by the pressure of the water. So the deeper you go, the more there is pressure. The more there is pressure, the more this back plate is pushed inside, and actually that makes the water resistant. And maybe another detail. So the dial, it's a very interesting dial. So Cedric didn't want any chemicals used to color the dial or to finish the dial. So we machined this dial in stainless steel, again, here in house. It's a vertical brush. And the nice thing is, I don't know if you see that, but according to the reflection of the light, the dial gets lighter or darker. It's really a very nice effect. And of course, in the final watch, there will also be the super luminova in the indexes, the 3, 9, and 6 indexes. It's a 2-level dial. So here you see the small counter of the small second, and then the dial is mounted like this. Really very, very nice effect with the light. Then maybe the straps. The straps also, they're locally produced by an artisan who is actually having his atelier about 200 meters from our factory. There is no chemicals used in the tanning of these straps. They're naturally tanned. There is no glues, and even the stitching is made with sustainable cotton. So really a complete circular production and product. So these are the 3 colors. These are the standard colors. So we have whiskey, dark brown, and English tan, and of course the black. Then something we would like to announce, there will be from next week some add-ons and bespoke personalization items you will be able to order, among which some special color straps and limited edition, and 1 strap dedicated only to the angels. Last but not least, the box. The box is completely made by hand with local wood here from Ticino, from renewable forests. Again, we use no glue. It's a simple but effective and sustainable box. And again, we think it fits the concept of the watch quite nicely. So, and you can see I'm wearing a prototype right now. So we would like to show you a bit the proportions, the volumes. So it's 40 millimeters. Cedric calls it a naked watch, so rugged. Again, because completely done here in our manufactory without any addition of chemical processes. And it's really nice. It has this tool watch, slightly vintage, but still very modern, and I would say timeless look. So we will finish this sample, this prototype, before Christmas. Then what will happen is that Cedric will make his comments to the prototype. If necessary, we optimize, rework things, and finalize all the finishes. And then we will go into production after the end of the public release, and the delivery will be in the course of April 2021. So I would say thank you very much for listening. Maybe as another Christmas item, we have also produced a little pin, again, in a factory. That's the nice thing about being factory direct, of course. A pin for the angels. So every angel will receive this pin. We will make 1 dedicated pin a year, and We hope that this will incite you also to become an angel. And we take, of course, the occasion to wish you and your loved ones and family and friends a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you very much.